Hello, everyone! I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful time today. Welcome on in. I hope that everyone's had a wonderful Tuesday so far, or if it's still morning for you, I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead of you, and it's good to see you all. Now, apologies, my voice might sound a little bit rough today. I'm a little bit under the weather. I was mentioning it yesterday. Over the weekend, I wasn't doing too well. And I was hoping that, through streaming yesterday, that perhaps it might be a bit over the hill. The worst of it's over. Today is proving otherwise. Essentially, I went out for lunch and got some chest pain from it. And I've not been feeling well since. I haven't had dinner, so tonight's stream, it might be a bit shorter. I wasn't feeling hungry until I mentioned that. Now I'm thinking it's like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten yet. But it is what it is. Other than that, not a lot's really happened. Been a quiet day. Really not a lot to say other than it's been quiet. We'll jump on over into the game screen. I've changed the background a little bit. I've gone back to the the purple border. I was going to do a little bit of a change with the background behind me. I haven't gone around to it yet. It's still, well, my texture. I mean, I could easily change it right now. Just as like a temporary placeholder. All I would have to do is go into Paint, select this, crop it down, find a nice save as blue. I really should have done this upstream, but I didn't. Add source, brand new one. Go over to pictures. And we go, wow, a blue square just appeared. It could just be something like that. I don't know. I've been trying to find something for it, but I honestly don't know. We're like, desaturate. No, that's way too desaturate. I kind of want to do like a cloudy thing because I still wanted to scroll. But I was told a while back to change it. Hello, Jetty! Whoop. Changing it back to that. How you doing? I do hope you're doing well today. Sorry, if I feel a little less energetic than normal, I'm a little under the weather still. Still feeling a little bit sick. Also, one last thing I gotta check. Do a quick click-clack over here. I know the music's done. Alright, CloudBot. Turn it back on because I noticed CloudBot has turned itself off. There we go. Cloudbot should be back on. Has been trying to survive without Shan. Yeah, it is a bit quiet without him around. I've reached out to him. He seems to be doing a bit better. I'm going to try and message him again. See how he's doing. Because, yeah, it's sad to see that he's stopped, but feels that, you know, his life's going in a different direction, and I can't really argue with that. I can't be like, no, you need to do what I think is best. All I can do is wish for the best for him in life. Alright, so it's been a few days since we last played this. Some things have happened. Most importantly... Well, spoilers are going to be said in a few seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope you have fun. Gonna get going? Oh, good, Jay. Thank you for dropping on by. I do appreciate it. It's nice hearing from you again. Wait, let me just... I also need to find out if Jetty... I don't know if I follow you, and I don't know if you stream. You don't stream. No. I'm gonna say if you did, I'd drop a follow and come on by your streams and be like, hey, how you do? Waiting for the right time. Well, as they say, the best time to have started was yesterday. Second best time is today. Now, that doesn't take into account your living arrangements or anything like that. I know that when I first wanted to try streaming, I couldn't. And, you know, the main reason behind that was I just didn't have the privacy or anything like that. Got a prep and everything, understandable. Well, you know what? You're planning on streaming anyway, so drop your follow. Because that way I'll be able to look at my follower list or who's live and be like, who's that person? Who's currently live? Is that Jetty? Is Jetty live? So, going into spoiler territory here. We have one less party member. Which makes me sad. I have to start streaming early then. Well, take it at your own speed. Don't rush into it simply because I said to rush into it. It's fridge empty.
Right.
Akiko's right. Amada must decide what is best for himself. It's a difficult decision for such a young person to make, but I'm not worried. Amada has a strong will. I bet he'll make the right choice. 5% I'll tune next stream. I do appreciate it. Do take care and have a good night. So yeah, we lost a party member. And I am still a little heartbroken over it. Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters, and they just took him away. Alright, let's go take Koromaru for a walk.
As usual, I observe no abnormalities in Koromaru-san's physical or mental status today. May I have a moment of your time? There is something I wish to speak with you about. I was performing research today, and came across a puzzling piece of information. It stated that there is a specific time of year in which one can reunite with the dead. It appears as though spirits return to the living realm during this time.
This is a very heavy moment to be having this conversation.
What exactly does this mean? Once an organism comes to the end of its lifespan, its physical body will deteriorate.
Our friend, we just held the funeral
But
service.
does this mean that there is a spirit that exists independent of one's physical form? And in that case, would that mean that Aragaki-san is...
Koromaru, you know exactly what to say.
Welcome back, Koromaru-san. What are you holding?
An onyx.
It appears as though he wishes us to have it. Why don't we gratefully accept? Now, let's return to the dorm, shall we?
Yeah, poor Aragaki. He was saving a kid who... I don't know. I'm annoyed at the kid. Greed is such a terrible sin. Alas, I cannot help but want. And now the number of requests I have for you has increased. I'll be incredibly pleased should you spare the time to fulfill them. Alright, let's go check out Elizabeth.
Marvelous.
I can sense that the power ground within you stems from the bonds you have forged.
I'm looking.
Alright, what request do we have? Bring me a glasses wipe. Bring me a Sengoku era helmet. Like to try sushi. Where would I get sushi from? Bring a Mikazuki Mimichika.
Eyes. It's strong, fierce.
And another old document.
The day if I may say so.
Ever since the time we went around sampling your world's culinary delights, my interest in food has been piqued. In my quest for more delicacies, I came across information about this sushi. I learned that it's eaten during festivities and often offered to the gods of the shrines. This sushi must taste divine, especially if it is the god's favorite food. I wish to have a bite myself.
Wait a report of if I may say so.
For this channel, for this request, I would like you to bring me a certain headgear. More specifically, the headgear is a helm that has existed since ancient times. Since this is an item rich with history, I expect that it will provide the wearer with quality defense. I believe you may have been acquainted with someone who cherishes one such helm deeply. That would be the teacher. And the glasses wipe. Glasses, an object that makes you feel infinitely more intelligent when you don them. There is even an item that helps maintain the pristine quality of the lenses. I believe it is called a glasses wipe. While such an item is not necessary for those who do not wear glasses, it is essential for those who must. I would love to get my hands on this glasses wipe. Would you bring one to me? Absolutely.
Very well.
So getting the Sengoku era helmet is going to be a bit of a challenge. Unless I can just go straight into the faculty room. Oh, you can.
What?
Yes? Did you have a question about my lecture? What are you staring at? Is it my helm? Could that be it?
Great!
Is this really happening? Oh boy, wonder something all you've got there. Isn't this helm great? It is, isn't it? Historic masterpiece Masamune had since he was young. Mr. Anake keeps going on and on with his story. Oh, so Masamune gave his helm to his vassal before he departed. Such generosity. It's as if he foresaw his fate. Oh.
So,
And that's why I couldn't possibly part with it. I could give you something else from my personal collection though. One with no connection to Masamune. If you still want one, well, you do, right? Come see me again, and I'll let you have it. Alright, so I've got to return at a later date. If I come back to speak to Mr. Ono at the faculty office another day, I might get my very own helmet. Alright, they don't have anything that's related to sushi. Got the flower shop, the cinema. I doubt anything behind here has sushi related stuff. Be blue. None of those seem sushi related. They mentioned the shrine. I want to look at the sign. The sign describes the deity worshipped at this shrine and the history of the sacred tree. Alright, strip mall. Alright, buy some takoyaki. Miyoshi beef bowl. So didn't they have a new? No.
Thank you.
The only place I can think of that would have sushi would be Okatsu Kitchen. Okay, head on over to the station. Countless pamphlet has been posted on the phone booth. Where would you get the sushi from then? A bit of a head scratcher. I mean, it could be that I need to talk to someone at a certain time. Let's see. I doubt it's anyone around here. Perhaps it could be the home ec room? It's locked up, right, because exams are coming up. Alright, if I can't figure it out. It said my social link wouldn't go any higher. You know what? Got nothing else to do. Let's hang out with them. What's the worst that could happen?
I wonder.
But with the two of them grow stronger as we spend time together. Alright, so the next time I hang out with him, I should get him to rank 10.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
So we can now go even higher. No one cleaned up the blood?
You look half dead. What are you doing out here?
When Mom died, protecting me, no one believed the truth. to this day, they say she died in an accident that didn't even happen. That's why I wanted to clear the record. I thought that's what she would have wanted. Maybe then she'd finally be at peace. They said he died in some violent crime, right? No one knows the truth. Just like with Mom.
He kind of did die in a violent crime, and I'm sorry, Ken, but I kind of blame him a little.
And now, I'm going to be left behind. Just like always.
The dead are never coming back. You have to accept that. But you still have your life. I'm not here to bring you back. You can waste away here if that's what you want. But if you still have the will to fight, then come back and stand on your own 2 feet.
I know that. I've known it all along. I've just been lying to myself. I needed something to hate. To keep myself going. I couldn't face the thought of being alone. But that's exactly what happened. All this time, I've just been running away. All right. I'm not running away. I'm not running away anymore. I swear it. Aragaki-san, I'll see this through to the end.
I also like how Sonata's like, I'm not gonna force you to come back. If you wanna waste around, or if you wanna waste away, fine by me. But with Aragaki, it's like, come on, come and join us. Do it. Do it, 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 do it. Do it. Resolution Amada's heart has awakened a new persona. Amada's persona, Nemesis, has given rise to Kala Nemi. New Theurgy. Revives party, fully restores HP, and will reflect 1 attack. Wow, if only you had that just a little bit sooner.
Goodbye, Mom. I'll be okay now.
It's already been a day.
Yes, it has.
Thank you for stating the obvious, Takaba.
So, where's Sonata-san?
He said to leave Amada-kun alone, but maybe we should look for him.
What do you think?
I say give him time.
So you agree with Akihiko, then?
I can't just sit here. I'm going right now to...
Amada-kun!
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
You were?
I wasn't. Personally.
Amada, will you continue to fight?
Yes. I'm done running away.
That okay with you?
Positive.
It's all right. We can trust him.
Jeez, don't scare us like that, okay?
I mean, like, for everyone else, they kind of got there as their friend was killed. Like when Aragaki was, he protected Ken. And that's when everyone turns like, oh no, he died as a hero. But they didn't see the fact that Ken asked him there to kill him. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
All right. I'll go and talk to the chairman. You should get some rest.
Okay.
Alright, well, there's no hangouts happening. I will just finish off using these. Sage brain training. With the right training, you can have the mind of a sage. Use these puzzles to train your brain. Looks like puzzles involving shapes, wordplay, and numbers. IQ level is Sage next door. I don't know how to feel about the results, but if nothing else, I feel a little smarter after training my brain. Doesn't really mean anything, but I more or less hope that there is a reward for doing all of them. You know?
Hi.
Creepy kid.
It's pretty chilly tonight. Can you believe it's already autumn? It'll be winter before you know it. You look a little tired.
Yeah, I'm in bed trying to sleep. What do you expect?
Did something happen?
Lost a friend.
Oh, you did? In this world, people die every day. Until recently, I thought that was as normal as the changing of the seasons. But now, I understand why people mourn. For the first time, I have a friend. Lately, I've been remembering things more clearly. You recall the end I've spoken of? Some were calling it the fall as well. It's drawing closer each night. Can't you feel it? You and I are like kindred spirits. So, I wonder why I'm the only one who remembers. This is tearing me up. Could it be that you can't accept me for who I am?
Faris is smiling sadly. There's a bond between Faris and me. Is he meant to be like a younger sibling or just me?
I'm sorry if I wasn't making any sense today. Maybe it's the change of season, but we're still friends. That will never change. Well, I'll be going for now. Good night.
Goodbye, creepy child. October 7th. Can hear people talking. Midterms start next Tuesday. Math is killing me. Sine, cosine, tangent. Sine, cosine, tangent. Sine, cosmos. Cosmos, sin, tan. Sin, cos, sin. Cos, sin, sin. What the heck? What kind of spell are you chanting? And I was like, oh, you get to study with everyone if you want to. I was like, again, I don't need it. Exams start next Tuesday. I'd rather spend the time doing experiments. The precise moment when two chemical agents come into contact is so exciting. I'm sure you'll find experiments more exciting than just sitting in a chair listening to me talk, right? Well, complaining about it won't do anything for us. Alright, here's a question to get you motivated. Which hormone is one in your brain that provides a sense of achievement? Dopamine? I am like 98% sure it's dopamine. Yes, it's dopamine.
Correct.
Dopamine is an important hormone that gives us a sense of accomplishment, joy, and excitement, which drives to motivate us. However, if it's overproduced repeatedly, that can lead to an addiction. It's the same as other chemicals used in experiments and many things in life. Moderation is key. Make sure you remember that. I do recall being taught that when I was in my high school days, where they said essentially anything that gives you a dopamine boost, it's like a button. If you buy a fancy new, well, anything with a button, let's say a brand new controller. When you press the X button on the new controller, it's only a small tap you need to do, and it'll register X. But as you keep pressing it, and rapidly pressing it more and more and more, it'll slowly wear down the mechanism, and you have to start pressing it harder and harder. Eventually, when you compare how the controller first was to how it is after a couple months of intense use, you're going to need a lot more force just to get the same reaction. The same thing is with your brain. The more you use something, like for that dopamine rush, the more you're gonna need. For instance, Pokemon cards. You used to get a full art card, you know, or like an EX or a GX or whatever you want to call them, and you're like, whoa, so amazing. But as time goes on, you want the golden or the rainbow cards. You would need the really rare ones just to get that sort of rush going. Marco wants to hang out. She ran away from home. She's now ready to hang out again. Right, I can't leave. I need to get my helmet. Mr. Ono seems to have stepped out. Let's see, average 2 hours of overtime, now factor in the mean age. Add a little spice here, here, and here. According to my extrapolations of next year's salary here, I can expect a 4.17 increase. Huh? Wait a second, if I round up, then I should get a 5.17? Well, in any case, this is one beautiful equation. Oh, hello there. Did you overhear my calculation? Is my use of pi in that equation a darling move? Sure, may not have been strictly necessary, but it's a question of elegance. Even Masamune himself would be impressed. Oh, guess Eno's been rubbing off on me. Assume you're here because you discovered the beauty of math, right? Once you master its brilliance, even winning the lottery's a breeze. Just calculate the probability from all sides and determine the precise collection totals too. Then if you calculate how much of your winnings you ought to save, you'll always make a profit. Not that I've ever bought myself a ticket. Listen to the secret behind falling in love with math. Mr. Ono doesn't seem to be returning. Alright, so I can finish off the Hierophant, because they're now ready to go to rank 10. Or I can hang out with a child. I think the child's social link is a lot rarer to appear. So I should probably hang out with her. Oh, hi, I was waiting for you. Is it okay if we talk?
Thank you.
Alright. We'll open up her thing.
Thank you for always helping me. But I gotta say bye for now. Yup. I have to run away now. Remember not to tell Mom and Dad, okay? Bye-bye!
Take care, child.
Hey, you! Have you seen a little girl? She's in elementary school.
You just take a second and calm down.
Calm down? What if something happens to her?
Oh, please. This is what happens when you force a child to study non-stop.
Why are you always like this? Everything has to be my fault.
That's because it is your fault. This never would have happened if you'd been watching her. Look, we don't have time for this. I think I know who you are. You're the one, right? Maiko's told me about you.
Yes, I am the
She
one.
said she played with a high school kid instead of practicing piano.
What? This is the first I'm hearing of this. What the hell did you do to my daughter?
Woman is extremely agitated.
Shut up! Stop jumping to stupid conclusions. I'm sorry about this. We're Maiko's parents. We haven't seen her since this morning. When we checked her room, we found a note that said, "I'm running away."
She's never done anything like this before.
Probably your fault. I mean, that feels mean to say, but the reason she's running away is her parents are getting divorced, so she feels like she isn't loved. And whenever she tries to talk about it, her parents yell at her. This is probably gonna be like a bad choice, but still, your fault.
Excuse me? You don't know anything. Maiko, why?
Listen, if you have any idea where she is, I'm begging you to tell us.
Try that takoyaki stand.
Takoyaki stand? Oh, that place. Right, let's try looking.
Maiko!
Mom! Dad, and you too? Well,
Maiko, are you okay? You're not hurt anywhere?
I'm okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Why would you do such a thing? I was worried sick. Do you think that's funny, giving me a heart attack like that?
Hey, that's enough.
I agree with the dad.
You made me worry too. I was so scared. You said you were getting a divorce and I didn't know what to do. I don't want you to get divorced.
Oh, so that's what this is all about. We're really sorry, Maiko. Why don't we go home and talk about it?
Now you want to talk about it? Dude, you apparently hit your daughter over asking you about this. You should have talked about it sooner.
It's awful we pulled you into this. I'm not sure what else to say.
Hey, I told you to keep it a secret, but thank you.
Maiko seems relieved to see her parents care about her. I don't know, I'm kind of going into tonight being like a little bit more cynical.
Bye-bye.
Maiko went home with her parents, so I decided to go back to the dorm. Like, over a month ago, we got a text message from her saying, it's like, oh, I'm gonna run away today, so I'm not gonna have my phone with me anymore. Today's the last day you'll ever see me. And it took her a month before she went through with it. Need to decide to up your glasses? You do have something, of course, but you don't wear glasses. Well, if you're looking for a wipe for eyeglasses, I do have a spare. Hang on.
Great.
Here, looks dingy, but it works very well, in fact. Thank you. Here's a little something extra. Gag glasses. It's the secret item I was thinking of surprising Aragaki-kun with the next time I see him. Surely, this will get that stoic face of his to break into laughter. Oh, well, that was the plan. Why don't you take it? I'd be happy if you could put it to good use. Aww. Poor Aragaki.
Good day.
Alright, about the requests.
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results.
Seems to clear a request. This must be the sort of thing one would use to clean a pair of eyeglasses. Fine microfibers, maximum flexibility, and absorbency. And an ideal size. It's utterly perfect. I see, it wasn't just any old rag after all. You brought something else with you. May I see that? I gave Elizabeth the gag glasses. Oh my, what elegance! Though both striking, they leave a different impression than my master.
Then, let us be off.
I love that she wears them. Well, what do you think? The mustache makes my nose itch a fair bit, though. Not only does it give me a semblance of intelligence, but also one of harmony as well. What a splendid item. Please take this as your reward. 5 garnet.
Very well then.
We still need to find that sushi. I doubt it's something that we can just walk in here and buy.
You'll like the new stuff we got in stock. Take a look around, yeah? You got everything you need? Come again, yeah?
I don't think that would have anything. I doubt Escapade's gonna have anything either.
Hey.
Mark's not here today. He usually doesn't come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Interesting.
We'll have a look for you.
Veggie blog note. Alright, well that's something new, so I'm excited about that. Alright, that isn't gonna help. That doesn't help either. Hello, Mr. Scoot. Welcome on in. How are you doing today?
Thank you.
I hope your day is going well. Ooh. Earn more money from part-time jobs. Build up your muscle using your mind. Build up your brain. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear that. I'm trying to figure out a challenge or two in this game. And it's ones where you just need to know where to go. Which the URL leads to. Lovely veggie garden blog. Looks like it's about home gardening. Blogger seems to have expressed their love by writing entirely in baby talk. Hello, have you ever seen a tomato this shiny? It's so pretty and it's very rare. Did you know golden tomato sprouts are only available at certain flower shops? You can find them at Rafflesia Flower Shop over at Port Island Station. Yay! Looks like new vegetable seedlings will be available for purchase. Maybe I should try to stop by Rafflesia next time I'm in Port Island Station. Alright, new late game item unlocked. So at the moment, we're doing the character's day-to-day life. Because there's no major event, I believe, until the 3rd. After which we've apparently taken down all the major shadows. I know that's not the case. It's gonna... Oh, I assume it's not the case. Mr. Ono seems to have stepped out. Main ingredients are D-glucose, erythritol, saturated sodium. These are all sweeteners. Oh, Nix, take a look at this. Mind supplement. Ordered a bag of sand through the mail the other day and it came with this supplement. It says here that this will boost your brain power. I don't know how this could make such an outlandish claim with these ingredients. See for yourself, these active ingredients in this are all sweeteners. At the very end, it lists an omega-3 fatty acid called DHA, but that means it's only trace amounts of it. I know it was free, but what a joke. Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work.
Take this.
Go ahead, take it if you want. Though, the best it would do is be a placebo. The food that's about Wakatsu has even better benefits than that. It's made with loads of fish eyes, a prime source of DHA. Not my thing though. Being DHA, did you know that the full term is docosahexaenoic acid? I cannot say that fast. Docosahexaenoic. Now, as soon as it gets to the X, my brain just no. Learn about DHA. Mr. Ono doesn't seem to be returning. Maybe if I talk to...
Oh dear.
Say when another student dies, no matter what they were like, I feel like I lost one of my own children. Aww. What if someone has sushi and they're on the roof? I'm just skip through what that person was saying. Nothing up here but a very pretty view. Saxon Council Culture Festival was looking forward to seeing the out there fashions. Waiting for my boyfriend, we're going to start in the library together. Wait, then why am I waiting for him outside? I think I made this mistake before. Did you know there's an observatory somewhere on campus? Rumor has it there is one. Anyway, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, I'm guessing that's what the Tartarus is going to be. Alright. We have a new variety called the Golden Tomato Sprout. Super yum yum. She'll grab 3. Alright, spend some time here. Now, don't believe I need the guide at all.
Please, just wait a little while longer. Even if the tree is gone, you still live on inside us.
Bunkichi is sleep talking. Looks like he's taking a nap.
Oh, you're here. You could have woken me up. Or did you just want to admire my pretty face sleeping like a baby? Upsy daisy. We recently closed the book on a difficult matter, so I suppose the relief has put me at ease. It's the middle of the day, but I feel awfully sleepy.
Well, what matter?
I'm deeply touched that you and so many others tried to help us, but the truth is, we sent a letter to Gekko-Khan. We asked them to go ahead and cut the persimmon tree down.
What? Why would you do that?
Just the reaction I was hoping for. It was more than worth it to surprise you like that. Sorry for doing this without running it by you. When we went to visit the tree together, I met a school faculty member on my way back. He told me the administration is planning to put up a new school building where the tree currently is. It would be selfish of an old man like me to deprive those young people of new learning opportunities.
But it's a very teeny tiny tree, like it's a sprout. Next to a walkway. You're not gonna... The building can be elsewhere.
Helping children reach their potential is more important than clinging on to old memories. I think our son would agree. He was a teacher, after all.
Are you really sure about that?
Yes. We had a long talk about it, and this was the conclusion we came to.
You really set an example for young people, being so considerate to old folks like us. We pray with our son in heaven that more kind souls like you will graduate from Gekko-Khan. Here, we'd like you to have this.
A snack?
It's the first fruit produced by the persimmon tree. A little rough around the edges, just like our son. My dear was the one who suggested we give it to you.
Persimmon fruit. This must be something very meaningful to the both of them. Their deep gratitude reached my heart.
I am thou, the innermost power of the Hierophant Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Hierophant within thyself.
Rank 10. Hierophant social link has reached maximum level. You now fuse Koryu, the guardian of nature.
Now, we have to cheer up and get on with our lives. We're too old to waste a single day. If we kick the bucket while wasting our days away, I'm sure he'd laugh at us from heaven.
It's hard on the parents to have such a well-respected son. Oh my. Does it sound like I'm boasting?
The three of us chatted until sunset. Parted with the elderly couple and went back to the dorm.
Oh, it's you.
Midterms will be starting next week. To be honest, I'm not sure how productive anyone will be trying to study on their own. That aside, try to do your best to study as well. I want to do the study sessions. I mean, there's no other hangouts at the moment, I think. There is the monk. Air feels kind of heavy. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Hmm?
You're lucky I have something to say. Do you? Invitation to study from Nyx is uncommon. Let's take him up on the offer.
Akihiko, regarding mathematical proofs, how would you approach this one?
Trigonometry, huh? This is a fun one. I'd say using the law of cosines here would be the quickest. First, you need to set up an equation. Then, since A and C are prime
Why'd I
numbers,
get a smack?
you can rearrange it like this, and done.
I keep saying this, I really do need to fix the sound alert. I need to create like a to-do list and actually start making my way through it.
C'est magnifique! A brilliant method.
I thought these kinds of problems were easy for you. Were you just testing me?
I didn't mean anything by it. True, I did have in mind a number of ways to solve this, but I found myself wondering about your thought process. I have to say, your speed and accuracy were impressive.
Then I'll test you on the next one. Let's race and see who can solve it quicker.
Two of them are taking their studies seriously. Should try to focus as well.
Oh, it's been quite some time already. We should remember to take breaks.
You've got a point. Focusing for too long has diminishing returns. Let's rest for a bit.
Well then, why don't we resume in 20 minutes? You can spend your time however you'd like until then.
Oh, come to think of it, I haven't gotten any running in today. Guess I'll head out for a refresher.
You're leaving the building? You do understand we only have 20 minutes, correct?
It's like a running around the block. You can do it.
Even a short workout's a nice change of pace. What were you guys planning on doing?
I was thinking of making some tea. What about you?
Doodle in my notebook.
Doodling, huh? I used to do that a lot back in the day.
You? Doodling? That's quite a surprise. I don't think I've seen you do anything of the sort.
Mitsuru, are you saying you want to see him doodle? Doodling seems to be something that Sonata would do very privately.
Miki used to ask me to draw things. I practiced like a madman trying to learn how to draw anime characters.
Oh? That's an interesting development. Why don't you show us for old time's sake?
Spare me, please. If anything, I'd rather see what this guy is drawing.
After the break, we got back to studying. Subtle tension in the air helped me stay on track.
I appreciate you inviting us today. You wanted to help take our minds off of recent events, didn't you?
Of course.
Did you think we didn't notice? You know, it's usually the senpai's role to do these kinds of things. But we decided to take you up on it.
Thanks to this, Akihiko and I were able to get back on our feet. You can expect we'll return the favor in kind.
Yeah, we'll help push you as far as your brain can go. Your exams won't know what hit them.
For now, let's call it a day. Make sure to get your rest, both of you.
I mean, the death would be hitting them both a lot harder. Considering, you know, they've known each other for such a long time. Whereas for me, like, technically he was part of the team for like a month. Have you noticed? Normally after a successful operation, the number of apathy syndrome cases decreases. However, this time it's the opposite. Only one shadow left. Must be apprehensive. Agreed.
Yes.
That's indeed the case. Then we'll put it to rest with the next battle. In any event, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
That's all for today.
Did you write that down? You'd better hurry up. About to erase it. Still writing? Hurry up. What? What have you been doing the whole time? Texting or something? Exams start next Tuesday.
Unit_V_2004 cheered. X20. Love at school? Not legal to my Pelfire.
I got a bit confused by how that ended with the whole not legal, like Tenbei Hellfire. Hello, Unit. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. And thank you for the 20 bits. I do appreciate that. But our character does have a girlfriend in the game. I chose the sports girl. Because, well, Why not? Feeling sleepy. Stay awake.
I'm moving on now.
Write that down. Okay, that was more than enough time. And don't erase it now. Really, gonna do it. Oh, and I heard that one of you have been counting how many times I say, did you write that down? How about focusing on your notes? Maybe it's waking me at 3 AM. You get 5 hours of sleep. Why would they wake you up at 3 AM? My goodness. That's just so mean. India scammers, ugh. I am glad I don't get many scam calls anymore. Like, I own a megaphone, by the way. Like, I got this a couple of years back. It's a fun little story. A couple of years back, I bought a megaphone for my birthday. I say I bought it myself because my mother usually goes, all right, here's X amount of money, buy what you want as birthday gifts. And I sat there, I'm like, well, I've got $30 left over, what do I want? Looked online, I'm like, oh, $30 is the exact price for a megaphone. I thought I always wanted to use one, and I never really had the thought of just buying it. You know, I bought myself the megaphone, and it comes with a siren. At max volume, the siren can actually be heard echoing about 1 kilometer away. When I get a scam caller, I hold the megaphone, like I talk to them long enough that they want to stay on the line, hold the megaphone right up against it, and I blast the siren. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to be exactly as loud through the phone, but I use it against myself. So I want to see how bad it was. I held a phone at arm's length away from me, and it was hurting my ears. A lot of these scammers have little Bluetooth headsets. So I used it once against one, and all I heard was just non-stop swearing. So I'm like, oh, hang up. You don't get scam calls for such a long time. Like, it used to be a near daily occurrence, and that stopped it. Phone is so smart, shares volume of phone and alarm together. Oh, I hate it when phones do that. What I also hate, alright, so I got my phone here. It's got 4 volumes, if it wants to load up. It's got maintenance or something, where it's a picture of like a spanner. And the spanner is meant to be like, alright, I think this is just what the phone will use. It's then got an alarm. It's got a speaker, like for just regular things, and phone call. Oh no, music. Sorry, the speaker is meant to be ringtone. So, yeah, we've got system, notifications, ringtone, and media. For some reason, Facebook uses the ringtone. I don't know why it uses the ringtone, when everything else would just use, you know, the general system sounds or media. Why has Facebook got to use ringtone? Another good reason to not have Facebook? 100%. I'm not a fan of Facebook. I only have it for Messenger, and that's because I have a family group chat. Mr. Ono seems to have stepped out.
Good grief.
Oh, did Miss Toriyumi go home already? Teacher's log is a mess. She's such an expert on composition. What's with the syntax? These weird symbols on the side. Is this some kind of face? Why'd she ever grow up?
What do you want?
Huh? Why don't you speak up sooner? Don't you think people will lead you around by the hand once you're out in the real world? What do you want? Miss Toriyumi seems to have left her share of unfinished work behind.
Good grief.
Having a teacher like her in charge of your class must be a severe impediment to your pursuit of education. You would never guess what she said during teachers' conference the other day. I feel as if what I think you were saying isn't wrong. What's with that? I couldn't make heads or tails of syntax that orchard. Because of teachers like her, I can hardly blame you youngsters for your grammar, can I?
Understood.
Now listen to it carefully. Beginning with proper grammar is... I don't need this education. I'm already max rank. Anthony got his Discord, which you barely visit. I should really advertise my Discord more often, since you mentioned that. You know what? Give me a second, sorry. Let me open my Stream Deck. Now, I believe if I just go, oop, there we go, Discord invite, it has to be separate from socials because, well, if I use my socials, I don't think people really go to Linktree. I think this is a much easier way to do it. I'm probably a bit more efficient. Hello, Mr. James. Oh, hold on. He was doing a annoying thing. There we go. Also, might as well just search Persona 3 Sushi. How you doing, Mr. James? Good to see you again. There we go. Alright, so apparently... it's at the thing to the left. Is it here? Some visitors left Inari Sushi as an offering. I don't think Elizabeth said she wanted to try the sushi. I'd put my academics to good use by thinking of a way to get my hands on some. Hey, you there. What's with the sullen look in your face? Something like bad happened? Well, your race should be happy and carefree. What you need is a good meal and some rest, and you'll feel better. Here, have some Inari Sushi. You have to be optimistic. Your generation is Japan's future, so cheer up. I did not think that would be how you get it. Just woke up, Hammer. I'm feeling a little sick today. All honesty. Trying to not let the sickness affect me, but ugh.
Marvelous. I'm looking. Are you accepting a request? Wonderful.
And in the sushi? So this is sushi, made into such a tantalizing shape.
True?
I see, this is called Inari Sushi, festive food enjoyed by the people. I am sure it is stuffed with joy and happiness. I'll taste it later and sink my teeth into all that joy. An Urgatite chunk. I don't know if we've already had that before. So yeah, feeling a little headachy at the moment,
have some new
but
items prepared. Come take
we'll get better. A Makuni sword. It is worse than what I've already got. Oh, but it's a light element, that's why. Calamity bow. A sinister bow that brings back disaster.
Fakes. You won't find any in my store, but other antique shops may carry them. There are all kinds of people in this world, like liars and cheats.
Jack's gauntlets. Technical gloves that disrupt the opponent's pace for Sonata. Oh, and it's gonna be another Jack Frost one. Oop. Aranis. Sends the short spear that changes attack into dark for Mitsuru. Eh. Guy Bold. That's odd that it makes her one dark and makes his light. But it's also odd that hers
The more
is
I
only
study, the
100
more I
strength.
realize there's so much I don't know.
His is 200.
I'll make sure your equipment is done right.
Elegant scarf to nullify wind. Fitting for Mitsuru. Night Demon sandals. Great for Armada. 5th number, reduce physical damage medium. 3 walkers, faster overheat recovery for Aegis. Rousing pendants for just Soul Chain. All out attack damage up.
You should learn
That
how to
would
identify
be
fakes.
decent
You
to
won't
put on
find it in
everyone.
My store, but other antique. Oh, I see you here. It's all yours.
right.
Everything good?
Wait, keep shopping. Trade
I have
item.
my hands on some pretty interesting wares. Feel free to look around.
Mirrors would be good. Soul Seed Droplet.
You won't find another
Driblet.
shop
Okay, so
with
it is
wares
different.
as exquisite as mine. Is that all you need?
Wait,
I've
cards.
got some good stuff in
Regen
stock.
3, Invigorate
Take your
3,
time,
Growth
browser.
3. Dual 1 insta kill attack.
Officer Kurosawa and I go way back. He and my neighbors usually keep me in the loop about everything going. You've got a good eye. Did
I'll
you
grab
like
3 of
I'll
these.
trade you for everything good? Come again.
Alright, so first. Akihiko, he gets a brand new Jack's Gauntlet. Junpei gets 3 more power incense. Just 63 strength. $64. There's no point in me actually doing that for him, but it makes me happy. Alright, Yasei wants to hang out. I need a sun persona.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
What kind of persona do you desire?
No, it wasn't sun, it's star.
Is this acceptable?
Have you all the elements you need?
No, higher level to get Alice or Mara.
This is your progress so far.
Posted only. You know what? It costs a lot.
Please take a look. Is this acceptable? Very well. It's yours.
But I feel like Ganesha is going to actually help us out a bit.
We look.
Just because we can fuse more personas later. Alright, then I can go over. Yeah. Click this one. In the mood for some meat.
All right, I'm getting fancy today and adding an egg to my order.
Ah, that sounds fancy. Just a single egg.
Whew, that hit the spot. You get a lot of bang for your buck here. Man, can't remember the last time I had such a fresh egg.
Again, just an egg. Singular.
Maybe I should get some for them, too.
For your teammates?
No, I meant my siblings. 4 of them, actually. I look after them. Our apartment's pretty small, though, so we're packed like sardines.
Sounds rough, man.
You could say that. You wouldn't believe how hot it gets in the summer. I never mentioned this, but my father died 5 years ago. We were told his car fell off a cliff. I'm not fishing for sympathy or anything. I just thought you should know.
I say to him about his family situation. Yeah. A teeny tiny ant just ran across my screen. Had to try and squish it. Rank 3? Rank 3.
Whoa, it's already this late? The preschool's gonna be letting out soon. See ya.
Onwards.
Oh, welcome back.
Next full moon will be our last operation, huh? Kinda surreal. Wait, I'm just getting distracted. Exams are next week. So hard to focus.
Oh.
I was better to invite Yukari-chan and Junpei-kun to study. So I was wondering if you'd like to join us. Sure.
Thank you.
I just like seeing the
Everyone showed up for this.
story for it all.
Probably wouldn't have been able to concentrate on my own.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long. Thanks for inviting me. I think this will be a big help for me too.
We've got to keep going. It's the only thing we can do.
One step ahead of you.
I knew we could count on you.
I don't mean to be a busybody, but if there's anything you need help with, please let me know. I am the one who suggested this study session after all.
Fuka, you don't need to worry about a thing, okay?
Sorry, it's just, I always admired things like this. You know, everyone meeting up to study together. I always thought it would be nice to stop by a restaurant on our way home and help each other out.
I can make that wish come true. Let's see, what should you help me with first?
Well, what about the restaurant?
I'm pretty sure the restaurant wasn't the point.
But it'll help motivate me.
I'm glad I came to this storm. Even after a terrible tragedy, you guys helped me remember how to smile.
I'm glad you came here too, Fuka. Oh, right! Could you help me with this part?
Sure. This one's difficult. Let's see.
Let's work it out together.
It's a toughie, isn't it? But yeah, more heads are better than one for sure.
You never give them the answer straight up. You help them work out the problem so they can figure out how to do the next one. Essentially, it's how you teach kids how to do the homework as well. You don't just go, oh, the answer's 5.
I was in the zone. I guess that really did help me take my mind off of things.
It's nice to know that we're not alone.
Power of friendship.
Dude, you did not just say that. How corny can you be? I get what you mean, though. Guess we'll just keep giving it our all. It's the least we can do to take some weight off our senpais.
Okay, I think it's about time we call it a night. Thanks for the help, guys. Good night.
I was thinking, it's going to be a new moon by the time the exams are done. Ready for today's lesson? We've covered the time of magical growth and just about reached the modern age. Just as every art or science branches off into sub-studies as it progresses, magic began subdividing by the 18th century. Some people preached the morals, some focused on communicating with spirits. There was even a man who founded modern psychology based off his research into hypnosis. This too is magic, the ability to see into the human mind. As a result of magical research's flourishing, witch hunts grew more common. To avoid this, the practice went underground to secret societies. Sure, many of you have heard the names of at least some of these organizations. The Rosicrucian Order, Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Golden Dawn. Interestingly enough, many of these societies are still with us today. As for the forefathers of modern magic, they are simply too numerous to count. For instance, there's Eliphas Levi, a man who attempted to combine modern and ancient systems of magic. His literature, which took a scientific approach, is still being published to this day. Madame Blavatsky was a renowned magician of the 19th century and the figurehead of Theosophy in her lifetime. Many magical societies stem from the Theosophical Society, which Blavatsky founded with a close few associates. Franz Mesmer opened the path to psychology in his studies on life energy, and Rudolf Steiner, once member of the Theosophical Society, founded Anthroposophy, which he called spiritual science. There was Aleister Crowley, of course, the 20th century's most well-known magician, and George Gurdjieff, a mystic who taught his many students the fourth way, also known as the work or the system. I feel like the developers had way too much fun with this character. And by that I mean they just went, hey, let's give him every line of dialogue. We want to make the game a lot longer. So let's just make him talk a lot. Each of them was a living archive of esoteric knowledge. Are you still hearing me? Not frozen with fear, I trust. No one tests if you're paying attention. Get it wrong, it'll be and your son would change.
Okay then.
Who was the founder of Theosophy, a group that gave rise to many other magical societies? Wasn't it Levi? Cough, cough. Achoo. Nope, it was Helena Blavatsky. I was not paying attention to that one. At any rate, magical arts progressed even further with practical use, thanks to the archival and proliferation of these arts by the people we've covered today. Alright, the child wants to hang out. I gotta go to the faculty office, try and get that samurai helmet still. How is he still not here? I did it again. When does class 12 have the next lecture?
Listen.
Oh, what's up? Oh, I know, you brought me some cake, huh? Not a fan of Mont Blanc, but I like it all the other kinds. I didn't mean to say that, but hey, you're here just in time. I had to explain something in my last lecture, so I was gonna go tell the class real quick. If I don't do, I'm gonna get reprimanded. It's tough being a teacher. If I explain it to you right now, could you pass it on to everyone else? Doesn't have to be a detailed explanation or anything. Oh, do you have some watermelon the next time I have some left over? Or do you want some watermelon next time I have some left over? I can practically feel the old stickler Coda glaring at me. I guess I'll have to do it myself. Well, might as well practice giving the lecture to you. I mean, we've already established you're not going to give the lecture in my place, right? Mr. Ono doesn't seem to be returning. Alright. She's rank 7. Alright, so hers isn't ready to evolve yet. That's odd, because I chose all the good options.
see you're back.
Monday's a holiday, so we have the next 2 days off. There's just one shuttle left. It's starting to get fired up. Come this far, we can't lose now. Let's train as much as we possibly can. No study session? Koromaru's looking at me with pleading eyes. Alright, well, no one wants to study, so let's go for a walk.
I finally caught up. You're too fast, Koromaru. How come running at top speed like that? My legs aren't long enough. Senpai, is it alright if I rest a bit? I wanted to apologize for causing so much trouble. Making everyone worry about me.
And causing the death of one of our teammates, right?
I lost something very precious.
As did we all.
But in exchange, I gained something just as important. That's why I think I'll be alright on my own now. Thank you for bringing me along today. Oh, there you are! Guess it's about time. Huh? Looks like Koromaru's got something.
Another onyx.
Wonder what this is. I'm curious where it came from, but it's getting late. We should head back. Alright, this time I'm not gonna lose. Let's go, Koromaru!
Exams are coming up. Almost time for the home shopping channel show. Alright. A juicy seasonal gift set. Pears are in season right now, but don't you think they're pretty hard to peel? But with the paring knife, the pear skin comes right off.
Not bad.
There's also Candy Hosoi pear too. Sure.
Thanks, kid.
Next up, we're introducing a set of assorted instant food.
But
Alright, so Child wants to hang out again. However, spend time using the computer. Image muscle trainer. Looks like software that stimulates muscles through image training. Now watch these strength training videos and imagine yourself participating. Watch the videos and picture myself working out in my head. For some reason I feel as exhausted as if I actually did the training. Like the image training may have actually strengthened my muscles. That is an actual thing. Apparently, even the thought of exercise is more beneficial than doing nothing.
Hello there.
Day after tomorrow, periodic examinations begin.
Excuse me.
I've heard that high school students engage in a social event called the study group. Such an activity may allow us to learn more about one another. Let's study together. Roger that, I'm going to retrieve my textbooks and other studying material.
I have detected a gaze upon us for an estimated 7 minutes now.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to watch. Was I bothering you?
Yes. Stare back.
Huh? Are you trying to get back at me? I'm sorry. Is it alright if I study with you? If it isn't too much trouble, I mean.
My data states that elementary school does not feature regular examinations. Is this information inaccurate?
No, you're right. We don't really have tests that we need to study a whole week in advance for. Sorry, if you're not okay with it, I can just...
Go get your books.
Oh, thank you. I'll go get my workbooks now.
Next question. What is the term used to describe the property of having zero electrical resistance?
Oh, I know! Superconductivity!
Correct, Amada-san.
Superconductive cyclone.
Yeah, that's it! The Featherman technique! It's so cool! I mean, that's what I heard from a friend, anyway.
I'm sorry, but there's like Ken's character. The more I see him, the more I dislike him. Like, I understand he's trying to appear more mature, but that's just... It bothers me.
Oh, sorry, Koromaru. I guess I was being a little loud. Let's get back to studying.
We'll start taking our studies seriously. Feel like I'm focusing better than usual. Again, we don't need to do it, but it's nice to see the various characters.
It appears that Amada-san has entered a state of non-REM sleep. He is in a deep slumber. Sleeping here may cause his body temperature to decline sharply, risking illness. Shall we wake him?
Carry him to his room.
Understood. I wonder what kind of dreams Amada-san will have. Let's transport him carefully to prevent waking. I will accompany you on the way to his room.
Like, with what happened, I know you could be like, oh no, he didn't mean bad stuff to happen. But when he always tries to act mature, it makes me go, you know what? If you want to, try to act mature, then I'm going to give you the full repercussions to your actions. Give me a quick second. I don't know if that was dust or an ant, but it looked like it was moving. But it was just wiggly. Kid wants to play again. Alright, mental instructor. Seem to teach breathing techniques. I hope breathing techniques and stretches that varying difficulty levels. Follow the on-screen instructions, begin diaphragmatic breathing. I was able to reach the final level where I could hear my true inner thoughts. I feel like this spiritual training has helped me free my mind. 7 more SP. Almost nighttime, should head back to my room. How was you? Midterm start tomorrow, but can't simply ignore what happened. It's difficult to focus on studying at such a time. However, it would be unwise to ignore what's right in front of you as well, poor as it may sound. Try to think of something to help everyone focus on the exams. Seems some of us are having trouble focusing on studying for the exam. I was thinking of holding a study group for us all. Good idea. So you agree. Then it's settled. I'll ask everyone to gather immediately. When you're ready, wait for me at the table.
Right then. I decided to hold this study session for us to concentrate on the upcoming exams. Amada, I invited you to join us so you can focus on your own studies. Your presence is welcome here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'll make sure not to be a bother to everyone.
To the rest of you, I want you to set a proper example and take your studies seriously.
Especially you, Koromaru. None of that now.
Are you going to study with us, Koro-chan?
Koromaru-san says that he will accompany us here as we study.
Well, aren't you a little hard worker? Unlike Junpei over there who can't stop yawning.
I can't really deny it. Wouldn't mind being in his place right about now. Dogs never have to study for exams like this. Man, what a life.
cheek, Junpei.
Stay.
Go home?
Time for me to go back to my room. Wait.
Oh,
Koromaru
Like, wait, don't try and get rid of me.
Wait, don't try to get rid of me.
San may not have an obligation to study, but he has another important mission.
True. He's been protecting that shrine this whole time. That sounds like something far more difficult.
Guess if you want to be a dog, you'd better develop some diligence, like Koromaru here.
Being a dog is harder than it seems. You'd be better off just studying, Junpei-san.
Oh, stop. Don't look at me like some pitiful creature.
All right, that's enough chit-chat. Let's concentrate on our studies.
I mean, everyone's watching keeps me accountable. 3 more points that we don't need.
All right, I think we can begin wrapping things up. Good work, everyone. And Iori, after all the dog talk, I do hope you were able to get through the material you needed to cover.
What?
Oh, I see. So you're still learning then? As a dog, I'll need to give you strict behavioral training.
Yeah, I'm kidding. It was a joke. I'm totally cool being human. No training needed. I'm good.
That will conclude the group study session.
What was she gonna do, though?
Deserved rest.
I'm sure he'd be fine. Right, exams now. Second semester midterm exam begin today. Will last for 5 days. Question seems familiar. Hormone dopamine is related, or the hormone dopamine is related to our sense of accomplishment. Name a symptom of its overproduction. Addiction. I have a feeling this is the right answer. Who is considered by many to be the first numerologist whose name lives on today in mathematical theorem? Pythagoras? Another right answer. What happens when electrical resistance reaches 0? Hint. It was the word I used to confess my love to someone. Superconductivity? What is the meaning of the phrase, to spill the beans? To reveal a secret. We got everything right. Alright, Child, Chihiro, Fuka. Alright. First and foremost, helmet. Hello, Naito! How you doing? Also, Naito.
Hey there.
If I look at them... Oh, it only says strength length. My character is dating her now. Oh, aren't they such a sweet couple? Healthy, hydrate. Hydrate him. I wish the main characters would actually slowly tilt his head to look at people near him. Best girl. She seemed to be the most interesting out of them all. Still not here.
And this here.
Should get going, so there's no time to waste. If I power walk to the station, it would take 7 minutes. If I consider the speed at which the train pulls into the station, 3 minutes might not be enough. Oh yeah, I'm in charge of dinner tonight, so that's another 12 minutes to get to groceries. Better compensate for the pressure ratio when mashing potatoes to avoid inefficiency. If an average potato's diameter is about 12 centimeters, then that comes out to... Oh, forget it. Going home isn't worth the trouble. Staying at school.
What's up?
Oh, it's you. Did you want to stay the night at school too? Leave with Mr. O now. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen that helmet lately. Oh, I've been that teacher. I don't have time to fritter away looking for him either, so try again later.
By the way...
You know, that helmet of his is really nice. I'd never said to Mr. Ono's face because I'd never hear the end of it, but it's fine craftsmanship. Curved line at the top, it's the ideal arc for absorbing impact. An arc like that can absorb about 48% of the impact from above. And there's the material. Not just a thick chunk of metal. It's generally thin metal, in fact, layered with finely braided hemp for added practicality.
And that's how it's done.
So that explains that. See? Isn't it a wonderful specimen? Its origin? I wouldn't know anything about that. Zero interest in archaeology. So how are you at the moment, Naoto? Hope your day is going well. Man, another day without that helmet. Nerd? I'm no nerd. I like Fragment. I don't know who to hang out with. I mean, I guess the child is near max rank. Oh, not you, the teacher. Yeah, the teacher's a nerd. Alright, go click.
I'm kind of hungry. Let's go out to eat. What do you want to get?
Hamburgers.
Oh, I want a frog burger from Wild Duck.
You want to eat a frog burger? It's disgusting.
Come on, let's go. So, the other day, Mom and Dad, they talked to me about why they were getting divorced. It was sad. But I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good?
You're a good girl.
Thank you. So, Mom and Dad, they said when there's no love, it's hard to stay married. But they said not to worry, because they would love me no matter what. So I told them it's okay if they get divorced. It must be hard to live with someone you don't love.
I mean, I live in a dorm full of people like that.
Hey.
I kid. There's only one person in that dorm I don't like. I've been very vocal about not liking him.
I have to choose if I want to live with Mom or Dad. Who do you think I should pick?
Okay, so the option says your dad. But honestly, on one hand, the mother is overbearing. It's like, you gotta do all these lessons. you know, always studying. Didn't care about the child's feelings. Whereas the dad hit her. So, and plus both of them told her to, you know, shut up and be quiet when she asked about why they're getting divorced. So we have emotional abuse from them both. The mother has mental abuse. The dad has physical abuse. But the game says your dad is the right choice. I don't think either are a good choice.
Yeah. I love my dad. He always buys me toys and stuff. But Mom cries all the time now. I don't want her to be all alone. Maybe I should go with her. Oh, if I go with Mom, I might have to move somewhere far away. And then I won't be able to play with you anymore. It's no fair. I miss you too much.
Marco seems very fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer.
I better get home. Hey, will you hold my hand on the way home?
It feels very weird. Extremely weird. A package! So the product order from the shopping program has arrived.
Welcome back.
What's up, dude? 5 days from hell finally over. Yeah, wanna head to Tada tonight? I'll think about it.
Nice.
Alright. Gotta get exams on the brain, you know? Time to think where the crops I plant on Riptide should be ready now. Alright, harvest all of these. Will a grow tomato ensures vitality? Does it like increase your max health or something?
Hey.
Alright. Let's go with Junpei. Try and get him a new skill. Then.
Grow up big and strong, my precious luxurious veggies. Man, all this non-stop watering and weed pulling, not to mention the bugs. It's pretty monotonous. Kinda just feels like busy work.
Treat your garden like a lover. Pull the bugs off of her. Get the weeds away from her. That's actually a good tip. Keep the weeds away from everyone.
Like a what? What the hell does that even mean? But, maybe you have a point.
Spray your partner with pesticides. Throw a tarp over the top of them whenever it starts to rain too heavy.
You gotta treat it with love and kindness. Sound about right? Oh, wise one. Gotta say, we've got a long way to go before these veggies put us on Easy Street. Anyway, I'm the one who asked you to join me in the first place, so I gotta be the one to look after them.
Tended the rooftop planters with Junpei.
Da-da-da-da! The veggies have leveled up!
Extra care is paying off, and I can harvest more.
Another day of hard, honest work. Let's head back downstairs.
Kinda hate Junpei. He isn't the worst character. I've already decided who the worst character is. Naruto, you know the story of this game, don't you?
It's a meat! I'm going to do it.
Too busy to whip a meal? Or maybe you've got a hankering for something quick and easy. How about some instant curry? 5 of them to boot. Must have pantry item. Wait, there's more. We'll throw in this instant ramen. Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Because the one character I hate, I've decided I hate him a lot. Are they here? They are here. The one character I hate the most, this kid. I hate him so much. Ken? You sully the name of Ken. So one number 2. His actions made me hate him. Just no. Not a good character. I love her outfit though, like the winter one. It's a very festive. I think it's a shawl. I think that's what it's called. It's all his fault. 100%. It is all his fault. There is no way you can look at what happened and say, hey, Ken, you aren't in the wrong here. You know? I so want to say that joke, but it's too close to swearing for me. I can't go back on my morals, but it's so funny. Why not? Alrighty. In the hopes of there being an achievement, we'll use the computer. Make all the jokes you fear. I mean, that's completely understandable and completely fair. Seems like an experience to Sengoku period through the eyes of a warlord. Goku Bird chose for me. Guess I'll be seeing the life of Tokugawa Ieyasu. Finish experiencing the eventful life of Ieyasu. Feeling inspired by the man who unified the country amidst an ancient turmoil. Almost nighttime, should head back to my room.
Oh.
Like, oh, it's you. He might get a new ability soon.
Oh.
I really don't want to hang out with you, Ken. I really don't. Look, he knows what he's done. He's going to live with his guilt for the rest of his life. Did you date Mitsuru-senpai? No, I didn't date Mitsuru. I chose the sports girl, and I gotta be faithful to my choice. There's no cheating here. Like, if I look at... She's got hearts. Wow. Yuko reciprocated by sharing her own feelings for me. We then shared some special time together. We all know what that means. Not really, it could actually mean anything. Mitsuru is more goddess and wife material. Wait, is that a new emote? Why did you make that emote? Also, this feels like one of the most useless doors. Like, if that door wasn't there, they could have more bench space here. Instead of just one person cutting whatever they need right here. You know, someone could be over here, you know, doing the vegetables, someone over here doing the meat. Maybe a chest freezer.
Oh.
Alright, I'll join you for coffee. In case there's an achievement for getting a skill for everyone.
So, I was hoping you could watch me as I make the coffee.
No, you can burn yourself. I don't like you, Ken.
Okay, the beans are freshly ground and accurately measured.
I need to reset my net stuff because it's so laggy. It could also be me. I hope it's not me. Okay. Hello, Boomin. How you doing?
Now, the pace and angle when pouring the water are really important. All right, here I go. Pour slowly and quietly in a circular motion. You'll know you're doing it right when it starts smelling really good. It's not exactly what you'd get at a cafe, but I think I've improved a lot.
Sojiro says no, you haven't.
There's so much to consider when making coffee. I get why people are so particular about it. I know it's a bit weird to ask at this point, but when do you feel like drinking coffee the most?
I don't really drink it.
Oh, are you more of a tea person, like Mitsuru-san? In all honesty, I never really went out of my way to drink it either.
Eating breakfast as per usual. You've been playing this for quite some time, long game. It's fairly long. Like, I'm past the 60-hour mark, and apparently it takes 60 to 70 hours to finish. But I'm also going slow with some bits.
When my mom was still alive, the house used to smell like this every morning. Now I realize how often she'd make coffee, even on days she was busy. I saw on TV the other day that smells and memories are linked closely together. The smell of coffee reminded me of my mom. But in your case, I wonder if it'll remind you of the times we spent here, drinking coffee together.
I'm never gonna drink coffee again, Ken. I hope you understand that.
Well, I better try extra hard when I'm making coffee for you then.
I'll never. I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna tip it down the sink.
And it'd be pretty sad if you only remembered my coffee being bitter.
It is bitter, Ken. Just like my feelings for you. Bitter with hatred.
I feel like I haven't gotten into something like this for a long time. I also think it's helped me practice staying focused. Maybe it's because I've been doing it so diligently.
I mean, I'm being very vocal, but I do not like Ken. I blame him for the events of last stream. Hello, Gaming Vixen. How you doing? It's good to see you again. How have you been? Spirit Refresh automatically recovers 5 SP each turn in battle. Do not care.
Anyways,
Never using it.
Thanks a lot. Because of you, I think I understand the taste of coffee a little better now. Besides, if my mom liked it, I'm sure I will too. Oh, there's still more if you want a refill.
No, I don't.
I've gotten a lot better now, so I hope you'll join me again sometime. Next time, it's gonna be even better than it was today.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that kid. He's the worst. He's never going in my party again, other than being a bullet sponge. Also, I apologize, I would wave, but the cheap webcam I got for hand tracking seems to stop working after 3 minutes now, so I lose my hand tracking. Scored the highest in my grade. Everyone is looking at me with respect. I like how, with the main character, how the light just dapples across his uniform. Like, whoa, look at that sheen. That brightness. And then everyone else is just flat. Just very bland. Mitsuru promised to give me a gift if I scored well. Should talk to Mitsuru when I next see her.
And it becomes this.
Then round up like this, and the answer is x equals 1. It isn't. Oh, I see, this becomes 11, so x equals 2. Hang on, what? Okay, your assignment is to figure this one out. Anyway, wasn't that fun? Numbers are interesting. Even with a difficult problem like this one, once it's solved, it becomes such a simple concept. Guys, reality is made up of numbers. Civilization owes its very existence to math. Alright, using a good math brain, here's a question. We use the number 0 a lot. Do you know where it originally came from, though? Cough, cough, kachoo. Sniffle, sniffle. India. That's right. Must be a math fan. Isn't it fascinating how someone just up and conceived the concept of emptiness one day? Thus, with the birth of the 0, all the mathematics took an enormous leap forward. Beauty and wonder of it all. Math is magnificent. That seems like a foreign concept for people who's like, oh, 0 doesn't exist. It just never existed. Because we all know you would have none of something, so how would you write that down? Alright. Run to the faculty office, hopefully we get the thing we want. Oh wait. So your exam results, good work. Here, this is from the chairman. Reward for effectively balancing schoolwork as well as our extracurricular activities. Ooh. Because I placed at the top of the exams, I also got the Pendant of Unity. Shift Boost raises attack when the wearer is on the receiving end of a shift. Junpei, +3. Please be here. Still not here. Wow, how is it already so late? My darling's not home today, so I'm so lonely. Maybe I'll have dinner with Miss Toriumi. We could go to the restaurant with the interesting game. What's it called again? Mahjong Parlor? I hope I don't lose again, but I don't think there's any way I can win against Miss Toriumi. Hi. Oh, how are you? Miss Toriumi isn't here. I was just about to look for her myself, actually. Say, do you play Mahjong? Very intriguing. Technical terms in particular are quite interesting. If I play too much, I can't stop thinking about them for days. Mentan Pin Doradora, Richi Ipatsu, Chitoitsu Sumo. Set that stuff in my sleep. My poor darling hasn't slept very well as a result. So I teach you the other technical terms, so I'll just be repeating what Miss Toriumi taught me. Well, for beginners, there's only Richi. Then a few intermediate phrases such as, I got a reverse Dora. Looks like you're waiting for one more tile. Or, you've got to have more than 2 Han. Ooh, or advanced stuff. You have a hand, don't you? I have all the tiles you're waiting for, and Mengen Booyah! So far I've only had a chance to use the beginner phrases though. But Miss Toriyumi is a very patient teacher. She'll tell me, she'll throw this one away, or you won't get many points if you call that one, so I wouldn't. I dropped that tile by accident, so you can't run it. Taught me so much, but I have never been able to win a single match. Mr. Anno still isn't returning. Alright, up to the shrine. Spend time with the child.
Hey, I know. Let's get some takoyaki. Oh, I think I know now. I'm gonna go with Mom. She can't cook or clean or do anything on her own. So I'm gonna be there to help her. I think Dad's gonna be okay by himself. He can get along fine without me. So, Mom and I are gonna move away soon. Hey, even if I'm gone, we'll still be friends, right?
Nope. Nah, friends forever.
Mm-hmm. Friends forever. Ever and ever and ever, okay? You can't forget about me. Never, ever. Okay?
Mako seems very fond of me. Rank 9. Nearly done ranking up the child.
I gotta get ready to move. So I have to go home now. See you later, okay?
Bye, child.
Oh, welcome back.
Alright, activities. Mitsuru wants to read, and I don't think we've ever read with her. Already read most of the books here. Link for a book too? Ones in this section are a little difficult though. You have a book to read? You're likely to link select my collection.
In that case, I didn't put a lot of thought into what books I brought. I just took whatever caught my attention. I apologize. I should have asked what your preferences were beforehand. If you don't mind my asking now, what kinds of books do you usually read?
Novels?
Oh, do you now? I'm partial to historical fiction myself. I actually read a lot of it. I'm rather fond of novels. All you have to do is turn the page to experience another person's life. That reminds me, Yamagishi mentioned liking novels as well. I never inquired further, but maybe she'd make for a good reading partner.
She 100% would.
Incidentally, the books I brought today are things like biographies and history books. I can attest that they're all worthwhile reads. Rather accessible ones, too. I hope you find them to your liking. Oh my, you're really tearing through the pages. I'm impressed by your focus.
Alright, academics improved. Again, I don't need that. I feel like I boosted all my stats a bit too soon.
It's nice to spend some time reading quietly together like this. Thank you. That made for a relaxing evening. Well then, it's about time we return to our rooms. Good night.
Alright, I do need to go to Tartarus.
All right, time for class. I know you've been busy lately, but you all remembered to do your homework, right?
Oh, this isn't my class. That's good then.
Just because you're not taking a humanities class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you all listening to me?
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kind of down.
Huh?
Talk to me. What's bothering you?
The middle of class?
It's just Aragaki-senpai.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty shocking. I'd never seen him in school, but he'd always be hanging around town. And now he's just... gone. It's hard to put it into words.
I took it for granted that everyone would always be around, that nothing would ever change. But some things you can never get back. I didn't consider how easily it could happen.
I mean, don't schools usually give therapy to those close to those who pass away? Where's our therapy?
I realized that. I started thinking about my parents. I've sort of been avoiding the question, but is it okay for me to leave things with them like this?
Parents, huh? Yeah, that's a tough one. But I think you'll work it out, Fuka.
Moriyama, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Would it kill you to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
Huh? What's going on?
She's leaving too?
Hi everyone. I know I haven't been here that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you after I transfer. Thank you all. How's that?
Wait, transfer? What?
Her only friend is leaving.
You're a weird one, you know that? The biggest bitch in school is leaving and you're gonna miss her?
You're transferring and you didn't say anything?
It's not like it would have made a difference. Why make us both depressed? But yeah, my dad suddenly collapsed. And they say it'll take a while for him to recover because of some complications. We don't really have that much money, so we can't afford to stay in this area.
I'm kind of interested, just looking at this, to how they do the shadows. Because, obviously with Fuka, you can kind of see just a little bit on the face over here, how they do the harsh shadow line, like for cell shaded. But when you look at the friend, I forget the friend's name, it's softer lines. But at the same time, you can also still see, for example, it's hard to really notice with the legs, it still has the harsh line. So it's like the model has two different shadows. It uses both a harsh shadow and a soft shadow. And the two shadows seem to be acting somewhat independently.
You know, now that I think about it, you're the only one who bothered being friends with a weirdo like me. But like I said before, we're both in the same boat. My parents act like I don't even exist. I hate living with them. That's why I was so jealous when you moved into the dorm.
Natsuki-chan.
You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a lot more cheerful now. But why'd you move when your house is like right here?
Huh? Well,
If you don't want to say, that's okay. I'm sure you've got your reasons. But if it's something that you and your parents can work out, then do it while you have a chance. It'll be a while before my dad's in any condition for us to have a heart-to-heart. What am I doing? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. You know, Fuka, I used to think every day was just the same depressing routine. And I'm only saying this because it's you, but you don't really get many second chances in life.
Natsuki-chan.
I guess this is the last time I'll see this view. I won't be in school next week because I'll be packing, so I guess this is goodbye.
No!
Don't you dare come see me off. I want to say goodbye on my own terms. Come on, don't give me that look.
You need to make at least one more good memory, though.
But you're leaving so suddenly.
Also, at this view, I only just realized this because I was staring at that boat in the background. Like, something seems off with this. You can see just slightly above it is the horizon line. You can tell because it's where the cloud, like the big cloud up here, gets cut off. But then you look up a bit and it's like, oh, there's a weird little blobby bit right here, which is slowly vanishing. And that kind of hit me. That's the skybox's horizon. Everything there's, like, if you look here, it's a lot more obvious. Look at it as it's slowly vanishing because, like, the clouds are slowly meant to be moving down. And I thought, well, maybe that's because that's meant to be the ocean up here with, you know, reflections in the water. But then that'd be way too high against the buildings, especially for this angle.
Hey, I'm not all broken up about this, just so you know. I've changed a lot since I met you. I'm gonna try and figure out what I really want to do with my life.
I know you can do it, Natsuki-chan.
Well, now I really feel like I gotta do it. No pressure, right?
No.
I got one last thing I want to say before I go. If you just accept the way things are, then you'll never move forward. Just like me. So I hope you can figure out what you want too.
What I want, I used to try and please everyone, just to fit in. I was afraid of not being liked. So, I always went along with the people around me. But I never really thought about what I wanted.
That's so you. Well, if they don't like you for who you are, I say screw them. But I like you, Fuka. Even if you hate yourself.
Natsuki-chan.
Aww, they became such good friends.
Well, I better get going.
Huh? Natsuki-chan? Here, even if we're apart, we're still connected. So, we can always talk, right? Thanks for being my friend. I'm kinda tearing up now.
Aww.
Natsuki-chan. Even if we're apart, we're still connected. I get it now, Natsuki-chan. I'd always assumed my powers were a reflection of my faults. I was always worried about how other people see me, and that's why my powers let me see others. But I guess there is something I want after all. Seeing everyone getting along and working together makes me so happy. So, I want us to treasure this forever. I have the power to connect people, even when they're apart. My persona has given me this amazing gift. The friendship I've always wanted.
This is a very long-winded thing just for her to get her evolution. Well, that's just creepy. Resolution in Fuka's heart has awakened a new persona. Fuka's persona Lucia has given rise to Juno. Does she gain a new power? Grants one random enhanced positive effect to all allies.
There you are. Oh, what are you all doing here? It is unusual to find you up on the rooftop.
Well, we didn't see you around, so we weren't sure if you were alright.
I think I figured it out.
Okay?
I've made up my mind. I'm going to do everything I can with the power I've been given. This is what I've decided I want to do.
Sure?
Sorry. I guess that was out of nowhere, wasn't it?
100% Puka.
You sure you're alright?
Oh, thank goodness, that was very long. Alright. Got a little bit more to do before this in-game day is over. For starters, is Samurai Helmet Teacher here? Thank goodness. Been waiting for you. Okay, not really. Looked and looked, but there's nothing in my house that's not related to Masamune. Didn't belong to Masamune personally, but it still has ties to him, so... Do you really need this? Maybe you've reconsidered? Not that I'm reluctant at all to give it to you, of course. So I'll give it to you, but... You take good care of it, right? It'll become a family heirloom, right? Kanetsugu's helmet.
Glad to hear it.
You must be proud. You've got a family heirloom now. Yeah, I guess this is how it should be. Well, still got a few of those left at home. This is the second time I've given my helmet to a student after all. That Bebe. Do you know him? He's an exchange student in my class. Back in the spring when he first came here, he admired it so much that I let him have it. It does my heart good to see the samurai spirit is still alive in you kids, even those from a foreign country. Must be because the glorious lives of the Sengoku generals transcend history. Masamune Date, for example. The amazing thing about him is that he... managed to obtain the helmet from Mr. Ono. Alright, quickly run and hand this in.
Good day. Here are my wonderful.
So this is it, the helmet from the ancient Sengoku era. The heft, the texture, the character for love on the brow. Does that love protect the head? Or is it love for the helm?
Splendid.
Mysteries upon mysteries. Still is a wonderful helmet. This satisfies my request. Why don't you take the helmet with you? I believe it suits you far better than it does me. 7 Twilight Fragments.
Very well.
Elizabeth, that does not feel worth it. Alright, who do we hang out with? I guess we can hang out with Chihiro. What is her thing again? It was Empress, what? No. Justice? Yes.
Oh.
Alright, let's spend some time with her.
I spend my breaks doing nothing but reading, so I think it's about time I bought some new ones. Oh, all of the books on this shelf are only 100 yen each. That means I can afford them with my allowance. We can go now. I don't really see anything that interests me.
But I know the owner.
Is this?
Maybe he'll give you a discount.
Yes. I've been looking for this collector's edition for forever. This is a collection of illustrations from the shoujo manga I read. It even has a set of new short stories inside. I never thought I'd find this in a used bookstore. And in the novel section, too. Maybe the shop owner saw the short stories label and made a mistake. It's got all 3 volumes, too. This is amazing. Each volume is 6,000 yen, so that means 18,000 yen total?
$180. Is it good?
No, realistically. It's like they really exist. My monthly allowance is 5,000 yen, so it's not enough, even if I save my lunch money. But I'll get it, no matter what. I just need to wait until next month, or the month after, or...
How about I just talk to the owner?
I'll get them by the time I graduate. I need to hide this where no one will see it. Oh, please don't get bought by someone else. I really wish I had a bigger allowance, but I also don't want to make things hard for my mom.
Hey, I saw that. You were looking at that waitress, weren't you?
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll do anything you want. Anything.
Then how about you buy me that bag I was talking about before? Or else I'm breaking up with you.
Do it. Break up. He deserves better.
I used to think that money couldn't buy happiness or friends. That is, until recently.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't worry. I was just talking to myself. But I do sort of understand how he feels. That man has no confidence in himself. That's why he's so desperate to stay on the woman's good side. I think I can relate to that feeling. He just wants to be with her, no matter the cost.
You can do so much better though. It shouldn't be an abusive relationship. 100%. If you ever end up like, yeah, he shouldn't be looking at another person. But it also determines depends on how he's looking at him. If it's just, oh hey, there's a person over there, and that's enough to make someone, go off the rail like that, doesn't seem right.
I can't help but feel like there are so many things in this world that I'll never have. Well, should we get going? If I stay here, I know I'll just want to go back to the bookstore and look at that illustration collection again.
I walked Chihiro part of the way home, then went back to the dorm. Ooh, a parcel.
Oh, welcome back.
She wants to watch the TV. Ayos wants to look at the plants, but we've already got her max skill. Junpei wants to read, got that max skill. Junpei is the only one who can't go to Tartarus. That sucks, because I want to go to Tartarus. I should have read Fortune, actually. How did my hand is reacting? Multiple major arcana cards been added to the shuffle time. Fortune, all current party members' maximum HP will increase by 8. Strength, all current party members' maximum SP will increase by 5. Alright, so Junpei isn't with us. Oromaru will join. Yukari. Yes, Akihiko can join. It's only been a 2.5 hour stream, but I may have to stop. As I said before, I haven't eaten today just because I was feeling really sick, and it's really catching up. So unfortunately, this will have to be a bit of a shorter Streamlabs. How come when I press my stream deck button, you're not changing? What did I call it? This was chatting room. Don't know why. It could just be the Stream Deck itself may need to be rebooted. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just wrap up here. It's earlier than I normally would. But I am just... I can't go on. And I'm sorry. I'll try... Do I have any background music that I can play? I mean, I technically got my video game set. Bippity bippity bop. Yeah. Like, apologies, as I wanted to play more. My stomach is just very angry at me. It's like, grrr, how dare you? How dare you not have eaten? Alright, yeah. I should raid someone, but I don't know who to raid. Like, I'm kind of scrolling through Twitch, it's like, oh, look, here's people currently playing this game. But I A, don't want spoilers, B, a lot of them aren't English, C, a lot of them are actually further than me. Yeah, I'm not too sure who to raid. If anyone has any suggestion on raids, feel free to be like, just say this person. You know what? Beast Life is streaming at the moment. I've been playing some Warframe with him. He's currently playing some Tekken. Met Beast Life through Naito, who was in the channel before. But he's a really nice guy. Be sure to send him some love. Again, apologies that I wasn't able to go for longer tonight. I'm just feeling unwell. Tomorrow night, I'll be starting the stream a bit later. I'll turn this down again. I'll be starting my stream a bit later tomorrow night just because my brother wants to go to another card tournament. So I'm being dragged along. But I will try to be here to stream. I'll try to have like a midday sleep just so I have the energy. Because I don't want to keep, you know, missing out on streams. This is what I want to do. Also, this Friday, I do have a collab stream with Snowcave Bunny. Sure to have an eye out for that. But that's going to be it for now. Do take care, everyone. I do appreciate you all coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Again, sorry this was a shorter stream than normal, but I'm just feeling unwell.